Again, I have another question on the screen in front of me, and again, it reflects questions that have come from more than one shareholder. This question has been framed by Mrs. Michelle Williams, and let me read it to you. IAG staff have delivered through bushfires, floods, and now a global pandemic, and have helped to keep the company profitable. The company has publicly acknowledged how hard staff has worked through this crisis. An offer of 1% is an insult, especially after agreeing to a higher offer before reneging on this. Why aren't the staff contributions worthy of a fairer increase? Again, thank you, Mrs. Williams, and this is part, again, of the ongoing negotiations we have over the 3-year agreement. Let me, before I hand this one again back to Peter, to reaffirm what Mrs. Williams says. We have had extraordinary service from our staff during this last difficult year. Their response to our customers during the agony that many of our customers went through during the bushfires was superb, and we're extremely proud of how they managed to operate. Similarly, through the floods, and also we've had the cooperation of our staff through this pandemic in keeping the work of the company going. So we're very proud of our staff, and we're very grateful for our staff. We do, however, think that the way we're conducting this current negotiation is an appropriate one. And Peter, if you could deal with the specifics of the question for me.
Thanks, Elizabeth. And Mrs. Williams, you're correct on a number of points. Firstly, just to restate our Chairman's comments, our staff have worked incredibly hard, not just through the last 12 months, but for many, many years. And the support that we give our customers during their time of need is one of the reasons why the brands we have around the country are so powerful and so well respected. I would say, though, that, as I said before, our offer is a minimum performance increase, and if the economic circumstances permit us to consider higher wage increases, then of course that would only be to the delight of management. What we are seeking to negotiate is something that we think is prudent in the current uncertain environment in which we operate, and it allows us to maintain employment levels as best we can. So I do regret that there are clearly a number of staff who are somewhat disappointed by our current offer, but I would ask you just to consider that it is a minimum performance increase. There may be more there if the economic circumstances permit, and this, we think, is a responsible way of balancing the needs of all stakeholders. Thank you for your question.